Yeah, quarterback recruiting is an imperfect science. We're thrilled to have Kenny and his family be a part of Notre Dame. You know, I think we went into the off season last year with a group of guys that we were interested in, and Kenny had camped with us, so there was a relationship that was built there early on. Obviously, the ecosystem of the quarterback room is very important to us, and that's something we're trying to uphold. I think we didn't want to just add a guy to add a guy. We weren't looking for somebody to come in and fill a number and just be that role. We want to always bring somebody in that we believe has the intangibles and the physical traits to compete here and be the guy, and that's what we found in Kenny. And I think the more time we've spent with him and his family, the more we know and believe that he's the right guy to lead this class. He's a guy that we look to in the future as someone that can lead our program, and he's a football junkie, which we love, and that's something you learn as you spend time with him. And an extremely talented kid, and I think it goes to show that there is so much growth that can be had. People aren't finished products as sophomores or juniors in high school, and as you continue to evaluate and watch film and get around people, you find the right fit. And that's something I think more now than ever is the evaluation process in recruiting has to be at a premium. You can't stop evaluating junior year. You can't stop evaluating because a kid's ranked highly or ranked lowly. You got to really dig and find the right people and find the guys that fit what you're trying to do with your program and your scheme.
The numbers of receivers class was obviously a huge boost for that. How important was it to just get more guys in the room? And then also, I don't know if there are like player comparisons for some of them, or skill sets that, hey, Braylon reminds me of X, or Jaden reminds me of Y.
Yeah, first, I appreciate the Christmas plaid. There's not enough. We got the red and the plaid going. So, yeah, look, I think any position, we're not trying to fill spots, right? We're not in the business of filling up so that we get a nice article written about us, or filling up so that people can be excited. Like, we want the right people and the right players. And, like, I remember watching Jaden Greathouse his sophomore year and being like, gosh, what an unbelievable player as a young kid. He'd be great to coach. And I watched him with a kid that doesn't even work here anymore, Pat Kramer, 3 years ago. I remember watching Rico Flores, because there were some other guys out there, and in my head being like, gosh, I hope we can reach this kid, all the way out in Sacramento, and we did. So I think, and then obviously with Braylon and KK, we were able to build relationships, throughout the process, but we're not about filling spots or filling numbers or having bodies. Like, we want guys that can come in here and compete, and we truly believe that if you can add competition to any room, that's only going to whittle out the guys that can't make it, and it's going to raise the level of everyone else in the room. You look at the rooms that have been really successful at that position, you look at Bama a couple years ago, they have all those first rounders, right? And you have Ohio State where they got all these first rounders that are pushing each other, and that's the culture that we're trying to build. And I think Stuck's done an unbelievable job of having real authentic relationships. I think he's done an unbelievable job of bringing in talent into a room that is able to push one another, and I'm excited to see where it goes.